You are about to see mutilated corpses, burning tank carcasses, and all out mayhem, brought to you by Frontline Fatalities.
What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 53 of Frontline Fatalities, brought to you by the Frontline Network. I am Tommy, and as always, it's me and FatalSaint. What's up, man?
What's up, Tommy? Time for some more VCOD Light. See, every time you do the intro, I keep saying that phrase. I don't know why. It's like filler.
You go back into
more
old
filler.
habits.
Yeah, it's like live stream habits. I'm talking about live streams. We actually got a live stream coming up for the Game Replays tournament, which is starting actually tomorrow. We are recording this episode on Friday, and you won't be seeing this until Tuesday, as our normal release schedule is Tuesdays and Fridays. But yeah, we got to record everything before we release it, quite obviously. So I have time to edit, or you have time to edit. As someone mentioned in the comments a few episodes ago, you actually did your very first video editing for an entire episode by yourself with a little bit of help.
But anyways, pop my editing cherry, as they say.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we do have a live cast coming up, and there will be more information about that, and probably a short announcement video and whatever, and a reminder on our YouTube channels for all of our subscribers, which are steadily growing, and I'm loving it every day. How about you, Tommy?
Oh yeah, I do love to see it. Do go and tell your friends and everyone, because you guys give us some great comments, and we do read them all. We do take on all your feedback. As you can see, if you compare episode 1 to now, you can see we've added in all kinds of stuff. We've got tactical map stuff, we've got dual resources, which is basically exclusive to us as purely COH casters, and then we've got the build order thing, which is absolutely exclusive. I don't think anyone else has that.
No, I don't think so. And that was strict feedback from one of our places
that was Veerman, actually. That's his name, Veerman.
Yeah.
I think that was over on. It was in a YouTube comment or something. So we really do read them. All constructive criticism and potential feedback and potential ideas, please give them to us. And if it's feasible, and if we can do it, and if we like the idea, then we will do it. And that's how it goes. But for the live cast, for all of you very people who like to take down things in your diaries for your TFN casting goodness, the live cast is going to be next weekend, next Sunday evening. So
it's going to be the
not
19th
this Sunday, but
of January. I think this is Saturday.
No, 20th.
Are you sure? Is it 19th?
No, it's 20th. It's 11th. it's Friday the 11th today that we're recording this. Saturday the 12th is going to be tomorrow evening. Greatness is going to be casting the rounds 1 through till 3, and then the following weekend on the Sunday 20th, that's when we're going to be doing.
I'm fairly sure it's on a Saturday. Maybe I'm mistaken. I can't remember, but there will be more information about that anyways. And you can always check out gamereplays.org, and they got a news post and everything up there. But today we do have a game from the SNF qualifier tournament number 4 with Seph versus Maccaronni. And I do know we've had plenty of comments about casting one of these games in this best of 3 that Seph versus Maccaronni played on Argentine Crossroads. But that game has actually been casted twice already. So we're not doing that game. We're doing another one in the same series. This is game 1 between Seph and Maccaronni on Argentine Crossroads. You ready to go, Tommy?
I'm ready.
Pause in 5, 3, 2, 1, unpause.
That's some dodgy counting there, Fatal.
7, 8, 9, and 10. I've been talking too much. I don't know. I'm way too tired. It's very, very late in the evening here in Sweden. It's almost midnight, half hour until midnight. But anything you're expecting to see on Argentine from either the Americans or the Wehrmacht, which is fairly standard to do on this map, as they have been playing it over the 4 tournaments now, qualifier tournaments. So everybody's been playing it a little bit. So they must have some form of choice of build orders and whatnot.
Yeah, I think people are beginning to settle into the routine a bit, with these custom maps. People say Argentine or Bois de Châtelet, and immediately it comes to mind. I think, just a few months ago, people, you know, if you send those two maps, most people wouldn't know what you're talking about. But the map pack downloads, they've been, you know, like 2,000, 3,000 people, maybe more.
Oh god, yes.
And that was like, you know, 3 months ago or something. So I think SNF has done, you know, if nothing else, it's done a great thing for really promoting these two specific maps. And you know, we've casted games here, and we saw the game with Chains where he did that kind of weird vetted Volk spam strategy that kind of failed, and we can kind of see why. And you know, we've seen Aimstrong do, you know, his classic Volk Sniper MG kind of builds, and you know, a lot of stuff works. But I do remain fairly confident that this is a better map for Ver, just because even though MGs aren't that great here, because of all the green cover, it is there are some pretty brutal cutoffs that you can make a rather nasty checkmate move on. You know, you can put an MG bunker or something down on that Y-shaped cutoff at the bottom that the rifles are capping there. You put that there, and it's like the longer cutoff. You're just fucked.
Yeah, you lose everything on the right-hand side. You also lose that juicy munitions outside of your base on top of the hills there in the north and the south of the map. And you kind of want that munitions point. And if those Y-shaped cutoffs get cut off, and especially guarded by MG or MG bunkers or whatnot, you can't reclaim it without losing too many men or doing an epic flank on it. You're losing so much resources. You get really cut off, like seriously cut off for almost the entire map. But what kind of build order is Maccaronni going for?
Well, he's done a double Volk opening so far, which is
very popular.
Common. Very popular nowadays. Yep, lots of people doing it. Really popularized by, you know, aim-strong strategies. They've been the ones that have really been defining the metagame recently. You know, since his anti-Panzer Elite strategy came to the fore, if anyone mentions, how do I beat P? Everyone just goes, aim-strong strat. Aim-strong strat.
Yeah.
Just, you know...
Four rifle, triage, and with stickies in there in you know, variation
with three
of
engineers
orders.
and three engineers with 3 flamers, and then, you know, straight to tank depot. And it's so simple, but so effective. You know,
Very
you have
effective.
these people who are like level 12 US players beating, you know, level 16 PE players because the strat is just so solid. And you know, Armstrong's been doing it for years, and no one's noticed. He's just been like, yeah, this is just what I do. This is just how I play. I'm just fucking awesome.
This is how it works. This is what you're supposed to do all the time, basically. And this is what I'm doing for ages. It's just that no one has really caught on to it until now.
Didn't you noobs get it?
We do have some very nice rifle stalling in the stronghouse in the center from Seph, and at the same time at the graveyard, Maccaronni does have both his Pios and one Volt squad against one Rifleman squad and an engineer squad, which took quite a bit of flak. It's moving away now to the left-hand side, probably going to go hide or go cap after these 2 rifles now from Seph chasing off all of the Wehrmacht forces. But that White Cape shutoff is already protected by a mine. That's a very fast mine.
He's luring into them. It's a very nice lure, but it's not quite going to work, I don't think. It was a very nice idea, although it didn't quite work out, but it might yet work out for him. And the moment those rifles retreat, they're going to take some damage.
Oh yeah, or if they just decap it and then move in to help the
exactly.
other squad to fight, and he moves
down.
Wow, he's actually skirting past the mine. That was lucky.
Take note, future viewers, that mine is too far away for regular rifle movement. Need to have it closer to the point.
Closer. But the Volk sniper opening for Maccaronni, and I do believe we have 4 rifles from Seph, so nothing special. No flamers yet. I haven't seen any mines. There's the first flamer, and Bars now actually researching for Seph in the barracks as well.
Okay, so Bars... Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting Volk Sniper MG with Bars, you really do have to try and make sure those flanks count and that you get some kills with them, because you can't just play containment against this kind of strategy, because it's most powerful in the mid game, and if you give him room to breathe, he's going to get those vetted grenadiers, or at least if he's playing in the Aimstrong style or the Seph style, or if you give him, or if you fail those flanks, then you're going to give him allowance to go straight to tier 3. So it's risky, Bars, but it can pay off. It's really all in the execution, as with most things.
Yeah, map-wise, Seph is doing really well. He cut off the munitions from Maccaronni by decapping the cutoff, the Y-shaped cutoff in the north. He's reclaiming it now with his 2 Volks and MGs moving over to the left-hand side here, but Bars just popped. And the Volks thinks better of it, and they're going to wait for their MG to set up. Here we go, first burst, but they are in green cover, so it's going to take them quite a while to get suppressed. Here's a Y-cape cut-off move from Maccaronni now.
He's moving his Pioneer down there. Yeah, I don't know if the bar squads are just not noticing, or no, here he comes, the boss.
Yeah, here he comes.
It's like, nope,
he's gonna get it, though.
No, you're not going to get it.
He's going to get the decap and cut Seph off from
Is he gonna
some
stay there?
of the resources. No,
Yeah.
no. Oh!
Nice
Same
mine
throws in a
there.
mine.
Yep, getting the flamers out of there is crucial.
3 mines. There's one at the strong building, which the bars are inside right now. The sniper's opening up on him.
Oh,
Sniper
yeah. Up. He's going to hit him. There we go.
Oh.
Very nice. That's another rifle down. This flank is sort of failing before it's almost even begun. Big retreat there. Another bar squad. Now Maccaronni knows he can move in. Now he knows that he easily outnumbers the rifles that are in the field. So this is the part of the game where he can start to move in. I'm not sure if that was a deliberately calculated move with the cutoff to draw a squad out of the potential flank, but I mean, it worked out very well.
Sure. Yeah, it did work out very, very well. He hit 2 out of 3 mines. The only remaining mine that I can see on the field from Maccaronni right now is the one at the cutoff. Now Seph is actually placing what I can see so far, his first mine at the VP in the graveyard area, and right now Maccaronni is triple capped. But I guess with the Volksbolt Sniper MG, it takes a while to get into the swing of things. You know, you are outgunned with 3 rifles against 2 Volks just when you're building your sniper, because it costs a little bit more and takes a little bit longer. So it takes a little while to get back. There's one mine from Seph actually that was planted before the one on the VP mine was on the 10 fuel, protecting it. Does kill one of the Pyos. The whole Pyo squad does survive, however. So he doesn't get annihilated by that mine. He could have been. It's fairly low HP on that Pyo right now.
Maccaroni's got a serious fuel shortage issue, though. He doesn't have even the fuel to get a single stripe of infantry veterancy, which is quite important to the strategy. And although he's got his first Grenadier out, he needs to make sure he uses it economically, otherwise it's going to turn into just a free veterancy for those rifles, and lots of heavy manpower losses for Maccaronni.
Yeah, at the graveyard, the barred rifles took the green cover while the Volks were trying to cap the fuel. They move away a little bit, at least, away from the barred rifles, just to give them some more survivability a little bit longer. We did have the flamers being forced to retreat, and some sweepers just hanging out in the building.
I'm surprised how well these Volks are doing. I'm gonna take a
there he goes.
flying guess and say that he's picked Zeal.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, because they survived. These Volks are proving fairly sturdy at 4 and 3 men, which is generally a good sign of Zeal. And it does go well with the strategy, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Here comes a pack now from Maccaronni. A bit preemptive, to be honest. Don't know if I agree with that. I mean, obviously we have the ability of total omniscience, but I don't know. Here's a nice flank here on the MG in the north. The Pioneer goes down, and now the MG's getting flanked, and there's rifles coming from all sides here.
But he retreats. Oh, the Volks and the Grens actually moved over there.
I think that was smart, actually, by Seph, because even if he had killed the MG, he wouldn't have had the manpower to recrew it, and it would have been a nice, easy Volk recrew for Maccaronni. So, actually, that was quite an economical retreat. And still, Seph's got all the map, and, I mean, Maccaroni's just surviving on that +5 fuel. It's a really tough situation.
Now he's branching out onto the left-hand side. He's gonna utilize all the green cover in the graveyard on Argentine Crossroads. Oh! A Vol squad almost goes down to the mine at the VP. Instant retreat after losing 2 men, only on a 3-man squad. I was lucky once again. These mines are fairly devastating to Maccaroni's units right now. He's been very close to losing complete units on just single mines here and there.
Yeah, I mean, it's because he's got no veterancy on his units. He built the camp drive center, but no vet, because he's needed units almost, you know, so much that he hasn't been able to afford it, and now he's got quite a lot of reinforcing costs as well. But
I like how Seph is hiding his engineers on the left-hand side. You know, this is the second time he does that. He did it in the beginning with that low health 2-man engineer squad after the first engagement with the rifles and the Volks in the graveyard. And now he was hiding the sweepers. They did get found out by the Grens now, however, and they're probably going to get chased. No, he's forced to move over when 2-bar rifles enters the graveyard here. A nice close up to the Volks, forcing them to instantly retreat. And the second bar squad goes right on top of the Gren squad. It's going to start killing them. There's a nice Gren grenade. Ew, only does a little bit of damage.
Over on the right, we had a failed flank attempt. One rifle came in, met an MG square in the face, and a sniper, and a Gren. And now Maccaronni is beginning to move out on the right. Probably not a bad idea. It's relatively unprotected by mines. I can't see any over on this side of the map. And, I mean, he really needs to get a VP, and he needs to get it fast, because Seph is piling on the VP pressure with every moment. And now, Weapon Support Center and a supply upgrade.
Yep, he went supply yard and then a supplier upgrade, and he did WSC with a sniper building right now. I guess he's afraid, you know, Maccaronni sniper has 13 kills. It's been 11 minutes. It was a third unit out of the Wehrback quarters. But still, if he just lets it sit there, popping away on his rifles over and over again, eventually it's gonna start hurting him quite a lot in the manpower department. So, you know, a counter sniper, as he's been so good at keeping the fuel away from Maccaronni, there's not really any way that he could start piling on, you know, Vet 3 infantry or get, you know, massive amounts of Pumas or anything. There's just not enough fuel for Maccaronni to do all those things.
Oh, so no way.
A sniper's good.
He's been off the +10 fuel for virtually the whole game. He knows that Maccaronni is going to be stuck in tier 2. He's got him where he wants him, and now he's just gonna lay in the technical term is, I believe, the ass fucking with the snipers.
Yes. Here we go, first sniper shot from the allied sniper from Seph taken on the Grens, which is easily the best target he could have ever chosen, except for the enemy sniper. He just needs to start plugging away at these Grens. It's going to be extremely annoying and cost a lot of manpower for Maccaronni. Here we go, another shot on the Grens in the building this time. Axis sniper is also opening up on the barred rifles. But I guess manpower-wise, every Gren is worth more than every rifle, I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd easily trade a Gren for a rifle, no problem. Especially in the situation that we see right now. But I think, you know, Maccaronni, he's really got... Yeah, I was going to say, he's got a lot of infantry. He's 3 Grens.
3 Grens now, yeah. And he built all of them, no medic bunker.
Yep, he built all of them. I mean, it's a hefty investment, no doubt about it. That's 900 manpower. But
I guess you can afford it when you only go 4 tier 1 units.
Yeah, exactly.
Fairly cheap.
And you know, he wasn't losing all that much manpower when all you've got is Volks to bleed. The MG didn't lose any crew members. The sniper is obviously just a sniper. So now Maccaronni, he just went past the 50 fuel mark. This is where he has the choice to get either Vet 2 or to Tech. He has opted to go for Vet 2, which even despite the presence of the sniper is probably the better idea, to be honest. He needs to make his units tougher versus the bars and to deny veterancy and to preserve his manpower. The sniper is only going to be killing 1 guy at a time, but there's no Vet 2 rifles yet or anything like that, so his Vet 2, his Axis veterancy will easily outclass the rifle veterancy, and that'll just allow him to push out a little bit.
Yeah, even with the bars, the Vet 2 Grens are still going to be just a notch higher on the anti-infantry capabilities compared to the allied rifles with the bars upgrade. But, you know, he needs to be wary of the sniper. Losing his own sniper and having Seph build a second one, that would pose a big problem.
That would be very, very bad, yeah. I mean, if you do go for the Vet 2, even when you know your opponent's got a sniper, then it really does all revolve around making sure that you keep a lid on the sniper wars.
Yeah, don't screw up.
It gets, don't screw up, otherwise it does get painful very quickly.
Allied sniper and 2 barred rifles.
That Axis sniper is precariously close to that.
Very close to the allied mine. Ah, okay, here comes the Grens. They're standing right in front of it.
Wow.
It's not going up because it's on the other side of that.
That 1 Volt guy is just... straight, but only kills 2 guys. Now, airborne is an interesting choice. I wonder if Seph is just doing that because no one has gone airborne yet in this SNF or what? Just for color or something, because I don't know. I mean, airborne seems like a really bizarre choice at this point. He could have gone almost anything other than strafe.
We are losing terror.
I mean, when did he pick airborne?
I think he just heat of the moment thing, because I haven't been paying attention, you know, extremely much to what Doctrine has gone, because I just saw him floating CPs for a while and then I stopped looking at it. And I think it was just like, there's a lot of infantry there. I'll go strafe him. I think it just happened. I know now actually supply yard upgrade 2 is unlocked for Seph as well. So I guess he's really banking on
Oh no, the sniper, he could get focus fired down here. This could be bad if they get a bomb.
Oh wow, he's so low health and he's running back to base and the bars actually gets out of range. That was lucky. If those bars had been reloading just at that second, he would have lost the sniper. But now that
another strafe.
And
another useless strafe of that.
Surprisingly enough, all the infantry is right there. It's just not doing the damage for some reason. They just gotta be.
Too. Elite armor, strafe does negligible amounts of damage.
Oh, ally sniper with massive balls takes a shot before he retreats. He knew he had that mine to protect him, and the Grens actually hit it. Oh, one of the Gren squads are getting focus fired. Very late retreat from Maccaronni. And I'm not exactly sure how that happened. 2 barred rifles just fended off the entire Axis army. How did that work out?
Yeah, I don't know. Everything just seemed to be getting suppressed or something. I don't know. I mean, Maccaronni needs to...
Sniper.
Holy shit, look at the VPs.
Yeah, he's been triple capped the entire game. Maccaroni's already down to
bleeding down so quickly. But I mean, the thing is, Seph's been kind of throwing himself... Even though he's been doing quite well, quite efficient on the manpower front, he has been kind of throwing himself into a bit of a meat grinder all game. So, and you know, even with two spire upgrades, if you're not going infantry, you can't keep up that kind of momentum forever. So, although I do see that he's got tank depot, so if he starts cranking out stuff from there, then things could definitely get quite tasty.
Axis sniper now fully healed up with 20 kills after using a med pack, and TD is up, not producing anything. Nice Brent grenade in a little chapel building there.
I noticed that, yeah, nice 2 kills.
Did a lot of damage, 2 kills, and then the sniper on top of that forces the rifleman squad to retreat, along with the Vet 2 sniper after all of this infantry from Maccaronni is moving out. He's getting the VP on the right-hand side. There's a mine. Look at all these mine dodging from Maccaronni. It's just amazingly lucky.
He is getting rather fortunate, but yeah, I mean, this is kind of the drop in momentum. You know, sniper plus 2 rifle squads and a flamer are all back in the base. So, you know, this is the chance that Maccaroni's been waiting for. Finally, he's the one that's got Seph's triple capped, which is going to be a bit of a sigh of relief for him. He can finally breathe out.
With 100 VPs, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't even be too surprised if he decided to plop down like an MG bunker on one of them, just to hold on to things a little bit longer. But he does have that pack still lying around, so anything that comes out of Tank Depot isn't going to just be able to waltz into the base. But
not completely unopposed, at least, but only 1 pack against if he goes for an M10, something which would be strange because there's no vehicles from Maccaronni, just a massive amount of infantry. So it's going to be a Sherman. You know, he's not going to spend money on a tank destroyer when there's no vehicles on the map to destroy. There's not even a light vehicle to destroy.
Yeah.
I guess he could squish. Squish is always plausible.
He could squish, force everything back to the base, and then base strafe. That would be a rather filthy way to get a very quick GG.
Rage G, more likely.
Yeah, exactly.
Why does base buildings add to the multipliers of strafe? What is this? Who coded this? And why are you doing this to me?
And it's not just like the HQ is 1 extra man. The HQ is like 10 extra guys. So if you get caught next to the base and you get strafed, you can keep on losing everything that's there.
This is fairly interesting. There's a bike out from Maccaronni now. I guess he wants to light up the allied sniper with the bike and get a counter snipe in a little bit more easy. But with quite a lot of barred rifles to generally guard the allied sniper, I'm not sure that bike's going to get close enough without dying to bar fire.
89 VPs.
You have a croc out, and Maccaronni is yet again triple capped, and he needs to make something happen, otherwise this game is going to be over in 20 minutes.
Well, yeah, we really need to see some fucking VP action very soon from Maccaronni. He does just put up the Sturm Armory, but doesn't have the fuel to build a pack just yet. To build a Stug.
No fuel.
Yeah, he's just had no fuel all game. He's not had the +10 at all. He's never been able to lay his hand on it.
He did get the white on the fuel in the south, but there's a healthy barred rifleman squad capping it under fire from 3 Volks. They are Vet 2, but they're actually gonna decide to retreat because there's no point in hanging around. Wow, he loses 2 guys on retreat through the rifleman squad. It was lucky, I think Seph wasn't paying attention and stopped capping and started chasing them instead. Could have lost it on retreat there.
yeah, be focus fired.
And that's exactly what Maccaronni doesn't need right now. He needs to keep all of his units that he has alive and just hold on to 2 VPs.
That was another weird strafe. I don't know. This choice of strafe is just like, it's like shooting yourself in the foot. I don't know why he would do it. Why he would think this is a good idea.
Maybe he's thinking, you know, he went croc first actually from, where is that croc anyway?
It's chilling out on the left-hand side.
Chilling out on the left-hand
side. I wonder if the bike is going to spot it. I mean, you must have heard it rolling around. The Sherman sound is just unmistakable from anything else.
Yeah, but does he know it's a croc or not? That's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to be...
And with only 1 pack...
He's building a Stug right now, and it's about a quarter of the way done.
Here it comes. Here comes the croc. If Maccaronni hasn't seen it before, he's going to see it now. The bike is actually on sniper hunting. He does light him up, but the Axis sniper is nowhere to be seen. Whoa! Oh, there he was. He was standing with the rest of the infantry at the wall, and he actually got the counter sniper on the allied sniper. Seph just lost his Vet 2 sniper.
Oh no, that's a bad loss for him.
I didn't see the Axis sniper because it was bunched up with all of the other infantry from Maccaronni. He's got so much infantry. He's basically only got infantry and a pack.
Yeah, he's got his 2 Volks, still both Volks alive, and the 3 Grens, and he must have a med bunker up somewhere. Where's his med bunker? Oh yeah, look at that weird position for a med bunker, just inside his base.
Well, it's protected, but it does force the medics to run around that big-ass hedge every time they want to go out and get a corpse, and if they get killed by barred rifles or anything, it's just going to take ages for it to return there, and the bodies are going to despawn easily.
Actually, this would probably be the one situation where I would build a med bunker. Nowadays, in my own personal play, I really don't build them very often. But if I do play against someone who's going airborne and using a lot of strafe, which is very, very rare, I would probably build a med bunker just because it's like 3 Grens. Each strafe is just like, oh yes, thank you for my free infantry.
Oh, that's what a nasty strafe, though.
But even there, I would just sort of think to myself, oh, this is great, you know, as long as I got one medic out there, it's, you know, if the bunker was in a bit of a better position and wasn't making the medics fucking take a long way around, then...
Not sure what the second medic is at anyway. One of the medics...
he's dead. One of them got sniped.
Okay, he got sniped. Fair enough, fair enough. But this Stug now is a bit of a problem with only a croc on the field.
18 VPs.
You have a Hellcat
16.
And a second... Wow,
14 VPs.
He's surging all of his infantry to the middle VP. There's only 1 bar rifle to stop him, which is forced to retreat when he sees this massive amount of infantry flooding out from the Wehrmacht base. On the same time, we got some Pyos with sweepers on the left-hand side, capping that VP. The Stug is moving forward. Everything from Maccaroni's army is just going for it right now. He's got nothing to lose. He's got 9 VPs.
The Sherman Croc is so disappointing.
Very.
Oh no, he's getting a bit stuck now.
He got a few crits. He killed 2 Grens and got Vet 1 for killing the Vet 2 Grens with 5 kills. But this Stug is in hot pursuit and he's gonna be Fausted. It's a possibility he could be Fausted by the Volks. Nope, they're busy capping fuel. Something that Maccaronni desperately wants, I think. Give me...
Well, he's got 9 VPs. I think this is worthy of mention, really.
9 VPs.
Oh wow! The Croc
just
exploded. Okay.
Ah, Pack got him.
Okay, long range pack. Very nice, very nice. But I mean, you know, Maccaronni is sort of been taking advantage of Seph's hubris here and desperation to keep hold of the VPs, and he's managed to go down, grab the Y-shaped cutoffs, and I don't know, maybe this whole kind of VP desperation thing can kind of work in his advantage. I mean, it's tough to put a good spin on this, to be honest, but.
I'm not exactly sure, and even with 2 supply art upgrades, Seph right now only has Vet 1 on 2 of his rifleman squads, so it hasn't paid off in the veterancy department. He's got a better upkeep than he would have had without it, but apart from that, nothing really paid off, and it cost him a lot of fuel, which could have meant him going faster TD, and that would have closed the game instantly almost. If he got on a Sherman, maybe, you know, a different choice in doctrine, like maybe infantry, build a howitzer, or off-map the one single pack that Maccaronni actually has.
Oh boy, check out this two Hellcats in the middle now, rushing in to try and kill this Stug, but there's a pack there as well. A Faust went in, and the fucking frontal armor on that Stug is just too powerful, but there we go.
Finally.
It does go down.
At the same time, MP40 Volks are forced to retreat on the right-hand side after capping some munitions, but it is cut off. That cutoff is taken by the Americans, and he's not gaining any fuel or munitions from the right-hand side. And the VP is now capped, and it's 339 for Seph and 9 for Maccaronni. Maccaronni is reclaiming the one on the left-hand side, and he's got the center one. Finally, some drain on Seph again, with 337 remaining.
I mean, you know, Seph can afford to just kind of play the long game, build up, you know, just pretend that the 9 VPs aren't there, pretend that it's like 400. But to be honest, you know, as any COH player who's been in this position will know, you just can't do that. It just goes against every sort of moral fiber in your body. You just have to get those VPs. You're just gonna suicide everything. I mean, Seph is a very controlled player, very methodical, but I don't know if he's not just gonna give in to that temptation to just go fucking, I need the fucking VPs! Just run after them.
Yeah, I think it's not that easy to just see beyond that. It's just right in your face when you're looking at it, and you see a single digit for your opponent's VPs, and it's just like, it's just 9 VPs, but there's a KT on the field now, so even with tank depot,
oh god,
I'm not sure what Seph can do here. Maccaronni is kind of fortifying his positions. He's got a packed MG and a Gren on the left-hand side. There is a Hellcat and a vet 2 barred rifle squad. We do have, wow, combat dropping a squad of airborne behind the MG. You check out the fuel point attack there with the KT and whatnot, and I keep looking at the left-hand side, Tommy. We do have these airborne. He's gonna throw a satchel on the MG. The ticker is going. The MG is not packing up. Oh my god, he almost blew up his old airborne. MG is clear. The weapon is still intact. There is a Gren squad and the pack there, but the Hellcat is circling it. It's trying to stay away as best as possible, and I think Maccaronni is actually gonna lose his fortified position here on the left-hand side. We got a second Gren squad moving over to reinforce. Wow, pack gets decrewed by the Hellcat. Why the hell not? What happened at that fuel point with the KT?
There was this kind of big engagement with these 2 rifles, but they were really massively outgunned. They had to eventually retreat. I'm looking back at these paratroopers. This is fucking hilarious. You'd never see paratroopers in a high-level game.
No,
but
he
here
dropped
they are.
behind an MG in the middle of a battle and sat on an MG and then stole it. And he gets the cap, but he lost the one on the right-hand side, so he hasn't drained Maccaronni a single VP.
Oh, the Axis sniper got killed by a Hellcat! What the fuck? He just got sniped. The Hellcat was just driving along. It was like, oh, hey, Axis sniper, boom! And it's just dead. He's fucking dead.
Oh, this very low health Hellcat moves over to right-hand side to try and kill these MP40 Volks and Grens. The sweepers gets forced retreat, but 2 barred rifle moves in. But Maccaronni has reclaimed the BP on the left-hand side after a full retreat from the paratroopers and the stolen MG. And did the Hellcat just kill himself? His own tank? Did he seriously just kill his own tank?
Yes, he just killed his brethren.
That's
special.
That's dumb.
That's
special.
Very special.
Yeah. That's the chosen word we have on TFN when something fucking stupid happens. That was special. Oh god.
That was a special of the special.
Friendly fire and all, sure, why not? But you know, there's a limit.
Blowing up your own goddamn tank. I mean, here comes Seph again. He's moving out with 2-man paratroopers. I guess you can reinforce in the field, so it's okay. There's Vet 2 on a rifle. That's going to be pretty nice. But here comes another Stug. I mean, you know, Maccaronni, it's not all going swimmingly for him either, to be honest, because he is down quite a lot of infantry. He's down a sniper. He's down an MG. So really, there's nothing stopping just a massive blob of infantry moving in. There's a desperation strafe countered by a prop war.
Well, we could just run him over with the Hellcat and run away from the KT afterwards. There's nothing else except for that one Gren squad. But he's just gonna sit there with his Hellcat and do jack nothing. Oh, he's gonna get stuck on his other Hellcat.
That was some insane damage on that Hellcat.
Well, they are fairly low health.
I think, yeah, there's another VP going for Mac.
Oh, 8, 7, and he's getting the center one.
And now it's all neutral. Wow.
Everything neutral. 7, 1 for Seph. He's getting pushed by the Stug with the paratroopers. He can't cap the VP.
Oh no, but if a 2 rifle goes down in the middle.
Oh
no.
5 VPs for Maccaronni right now. He's like hanging on with his teeth.
But there's a free Gren for Maccaronni. He could really use that. More infantry is what he really needs right now, because Seph is using up so much manpower that surely he can't afford a tank. So really, just the KT plus Gren spam is going to be enough.
Oh my god, this Stug pushing on the left-hand side. Oh, he kills the airborne with the Stug power slide.
Oh,
it wasn't much of a power slide, but it still
killed. An engineer just got blown to pieces, dismembered by the KT.
Oh, he's trying to cap with his rifleman squad. Nice Gren grenade, forces him to move away, and he's also pushing with his Stug. The MG sets up only one man, but he's going to be able to suppress these Vet 2 Grens in a few bursts. It's gonna take him a little while. They are very sturdy, Vet 2. Wow, and the Stug just snipes the MG. Why the hell not? You know, if Hellcats can snipe infantry, why?
Yeah, I mean, if Hellcats can snipe snipers, you know, the Stug's got to get their comeuppance one day.
Yeah, once in a while. But is that? Oh yeah, now he's moving the new Gren, the zombie Gren.
Does Seph like have fucking nothing left now? Because that's what it looks like if I just look at the minimap. It looks like he has about 4 units.
He's got 3 rifles. He's lost
3
one
rifles.
Huh. Yep, 2 Vet 1 and 1 Vet 2. He had 2 Vet 2, but 1 dying in the center, as you mentioned. And he lost all of his engineers. They got blown up to pieces and bits, and all the Hellcats and the Croc died. So yeah, and his sniper got counter-sniped before.
Oh,
at least Maccaronni doesn't have his sniper left, but he's got a King Tiger. Problematic. I'm not sure. What would you do in this situation with 5 VPs? Just as you said before, just ignore it and keep playing. You got 239 VPs left in your arsenal to play with, in your bank. Just, I don't know, slow and steady this race.
Well, the thing is, you know, he's lost so much now. He's lost all his advantage. He's down to just so little units that really, if we just took the VPs out of the equation entirely, it would almost be a throw in the towel bit. I mean, not quite, but you know, almost. It would almost be like, okay, you know, you've beaten me, you've killed too many of my important units. But I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I just think this is where the choice of airborne just makes me more baffled than ever. Where he could have gone infantry and been spamming the field with OMCGs by this point with his both double supply out upgrades, and had he done that, it would have been, you know, a piece of cake to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, it would have gotten so many new units from OMCG, for example. And he could have just kept the pressure up over and over again, and Maccaronni would have folded eventually. And then, you know, all Seph needs is 2 VPs, or, you know, 1 VP with 2 whited for 5 seconds or something, and you know, he's gonna drain.
And the thing is, Maccaroni's got these 4 grenadiers now, and each one he can just have 1 stationed at each VP with another just for wherever it's needed most. And you know, at best, Seph can grab 1 just by zerging everything at 1. But it's not like he can just go and ninja cap 1 while, you know, using that as a distraction to cap the others. He just doesn't have the manpower for it. Whereas Maccaronni, now he's building up his Stug army. He really surprisingly kept his cool. He was just like, yeah, fuck it, VPs to go down to 5. I don't give a shit. Am I worried? Do I look worried?
I would have been worried at 5 VPs. Like, massively.
Yeah.
But that Stug pushing on the left-hand side saved him. Because if he wouldn't have done that, he would have lost, because that means another VP in Seph's hand when he was already draining 1 VP very, very slowly. And a second VP with the third one whited, he would have drained the remaining 9 VPs he had at that point very, very quickly. But yeah, pushing.
Yeah, pushing for the win, I guess. And now the veterans he's stacking up. Vet 1 for all these Stugs. These Vet 2 rifles are getting sniped out of this building here.
Oh wow, he's down to 1 man. Stark's laying in on it, and Seph just did a recon.
He did just do a recon, don't know why.
He's dropping airborne somewhere now.
Is he
dropping on the right? Is he dropping... Where is he dropping them? There he is, yep, he's
on the right
on the right.
VP.
That was the recon.
Oh, and there's the fluffy pamphlets used to get rid of the rifles there on the left-hand side. I mean, Maccaronni doesn't seem to be concerned or worried, but he is at least aware of the fact that he just cannot let a single VP fall into enemy hands at this point. He did let it go to neutral there on the left-hand side, but that's okay. He's still bleeding Seph, who is now down to 100 VP. So, you know, the panic's got to be setting in for him as well.
Yeah, he had 230-ish to play with just a while ago, but you know the tables has turned compared to the beginning of the game where Maccaronni was triple capped for ages. Seph has been triple capped for ages, so he's draining just as quick as Maccaronni did in the beginning of the game. It's going very, very rapidly, and it's down to 95 already. And Maccaronni is just now reclaiming the left-hand side and is going to have Seph triple capped once again. So the remaining 90 VPs, he needs to do something now, and this is going to be the last push. He needs to spend it on whatever he can. He got supply drops, so he can do a bombing run, for example, if he wanted to. But that would have to be some spectacular bombing run.
He needs RRs, I think. If he hits one side with everything, including powers with RRs, he can kill a Stug without too many problems.
Yeah, easy.
Then, you know, he'll get some Gren kills. You know, he just needs to keep vetting up his infantry. Get some vet on those paratroopers, at which point they'll be able to sort of keep the KT at bay. Yeah, prop war is very powerful at this stage, and there's so many tank wrecks that if Maccaronni knows his shit, which I know he does, he's going to be out there salvaging absolutely
I saw him
everything.
salvaging one of the M18s on the right-hand side, just as you mentioned it. I remember seeing that now.
Yeah, there's another one there on the left he can salvage if he really wanted to.
Yeah, full retreat from Seph. This is basically game.
This
it's going to take him too long to get back into the field. And he's got the paratroopers on the right-hand side. And another...
Is that two?
Oh,
it's a recon and a strafe. It was strafe is on the right-hand side. He's... Oh, but the paper cuts. Oh, the paper cuts.
Oh, the paper cuts.
And now the KT is... Oh, he's not moving, but the Stugs are. The Stugs and the Grens are moving on the left-hand side. I mean, if I was Seph, you know, they kind of lost like this. It tears you up from the inside.
Your opponent down to 5 VPs. Seriously, this is not funny anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this does. Yeah, when Seph eventually becomes like a, you know, a serial killer, brings in a fucking AK to where he works, we're gonna know why.
This is the reason why.
It's because this game just fucked him up too much, you know.
Yeah, the paratroopers gets forced off the middle VP. That's wide it once again, but it's just too little, too late. He lost too many units when he got desperate at the 9 VPs for Maccaronni, and right now it's just GG. He basically lost it by being, you know, as you said, he should have just chilled for a little bit, build up a little bit of an army, you know. He did get 2 Hellcats, maybe he should have waited for another one, or maybe thrown a Sherman in the mix and not throw his units onto the field, you know, low health or low men, and, you know, or split them up too much, etc. He panicked, I think. It was just straight out panic. It's like, I need 9 VPs, I'm gonna get them. I'll just send everything onto the field and lose it.
After such a deceptively kind of easy-going early game, you know, I kind of got the impression he was finding it quite nice. You know, he was getting his flanks in, everything was going swimmingly. You kind of get into that state of mind where you think, you know, I've got this anyway, and then you start doing things like silly crocs and, you know, stuff like that, and yeah, it just becomes crazy, and you end up losing because of it. Maybe this is Maccaroni's pro strat, just like, yeah, I'll let him have the VPs, and when it's at 5, I'll just go and take them all. and then, you know, and then I just sit back and let him bleed himself on me.
Yeah, let him throw himself into my defenses over and over again. It's just going to cost him so much, and he's going to lose entire units just because of frustration of not being able to bleed me the last remaining 5 VPs. And then I'll just triple cap him and bleed him from 380 or 400 VPs or whatever down to 0. That's crazy. That was a crazy, crazy game. Well played from Seph, especially, you know, early and mid-game. He was just all over the place, and Maccaronni had nothing. He literally had no VPs capped. He had no fuel. He's got nothing. He got tier 2 up, and then he just sat there. And it's like, I got a fairly nice manpower income, and I went with 4 tier 1 units, so I'm going to be able to build some tier 2 units, but I can't tick because I got no fuel. I can't really build anything, so I just build Grens. You know, it took him ages just to get Vet 2 because he couldn't afford it. He got the Vet, tier 2 building up, creeks, barracks, and then he was just like, yeah, so I got a bunch of manpower, but I got no fuel, so what am I gonna do? Build some more Grens so I can throw them onto these barred rifles. Sounds like a good idea. Hold on a second. I need Vet 2 for this to work, don't I?
Yeah, I got to give serious props to Mac for his for just seemingly being able to keep a clear head. I kind of get the impression that Maccaronni is kind of like an older guy, you know, a younger guy would have panicked, but
it's like, just relax.
Yeah, you know, I've got a wife, I've got 5 kids, you know, this shit is easy.
This is nothing. Just relax. It'll be all fine. 5 VPs. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No problem. Oh, God. Yeah, that was a very enjoyable game. Oh, mad props to Mac for just keeping his cool. If he did, you know, we don't know. He could have been smashing his keyboard at some point.
Yeah, I mean, possibly he was just like, you know, he just grabbed his heroin from his drawer. He's like, I knew I would never go back to this until it really got bad, but I need it.
It's really bad right now.
Injecting crack into his eyeballs.
Yeah, something happened. Sprinkle crack all over himself. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching as usual. Don't forget to subscribe and comment and like and favorite this video if you liked it. And we'll see you guys for next episode.
See ya.